Hi guys, welcome back to my channel DestinyMoonTarot. In today's reading, I'm going to be finding out whose thoughts you are haunting. Okay, so this is like a Halloween special that I wanted to film for you guys, using a new tarot deck that I just received literally this morning. It's the Transient Light Tarot, and yeah, I'm absolutely loving working with this tarot deck. So yeah, I just wanted to find out who this person is who just can't stop thinking about you, and I want to know what they're thinking about you and how they're feeling when they're thinking about you as well. So that's what we're going to be finding out in today's reading. As always, I have 3 groups prepared for you guys to choose from. We have group number 1 with the green aventurine heart crystal. There's group 2 with the lapis lazuli heart crystal. And group 3 with the rose quartz heart crystal. So as always, you can take as much time as you want to. You can pause this video if you'd like to as well, to pick either one or multiple of these groups, either by looking at the cards down here or the crystals up here. And once you have intuitively made your decision, you can find the timestamps that correlate to your group's reading in the description box below, as well as in the pinned comments. Hi group 1, welcome to your reading. You guys chose the green aventurine heart crystal. So let's find out whose thoughts you are haunting, group number 1. As always, I have all of your oracle cards pre-shuffled right here. I will also be bringing in the tarot for you in a while, but let's get started with these cards first. So first up, we have silence. And then we have depth. Ooh, okay. Immediately, I'm getting like a very mysterious vibe from this person. This person just might be an introvert, might be someone who is more of a listener, might be a bit of a wallflower, but not because they're shy, but because they're private. They would much rather, you know, be quiet and observe people and like listen to you rather than just, you know, be loud and talk. Okay, so this is someone who's very intelligent. This is someone who's very deep. Okay, this is someone who's very mysterious. I'm getting like major Scorpio vibes from them. But there's someone who's just very silent, like, you know, they probably reply in like monosyllables, or maybe you know, they have issues with starting a conversation, or maybe they're not likely to start a conversation, not that they have an issue with starting a conversation. Maybe they just are more of the type of people who, you know, seem a little bit intimidating because they're just sitting quietly in one corner. You know how like some people, like they're like they seem intimidating because they are very much capable and confident with being alone. You know, when someone looks comfortable in their own company, they kind of seem intimidating, like, oh, this person is probably like, you know, they have high standards, or they have like, you know, very few friends, or, you know, you have to be of a certain kind to be able to get along with them, or, you know, to be their friend. Like, they're very picky, they're very choosy, they have high standards. Maybe that's the kind of vibe that this person gives off. But I definitely feel like this is someone who's like a very deep thinker. This is someone who's very intelligent, very wise. Someone who you can have very like deep conversations about. This is not like a surface level person at all. Like, this person wants to know people in depth. They also want to be able to talk about like deeper things, like, you know, more meaningful conversations basically. Which is why they either choose to be silent because they feel like, you know, there's just very few people who get them or their intensity. Or maybe they're just the kind of person who's a bit of an introvert. You know, they have a very small group of friends, and that's it. Like, they don't really need to make friends everywhere they go, you know, talk to people wherever they go. Like, that's not who this person is. Or maybe this is just someone who is, you know, like more of a listener. I'm like definitely getting very like self-aware vibes, and I'm feeling a little bit flustered. So yeah, I feel like this is the kind of effect that they have on people. Like you meet them and you're like, shit, I like really want to impress this person. I don't want to say something stupid. I don't want this person to think I'm dumb or stupid. Like that's the kind of effect they have on people. Like you would want this person to think that you're smart or intelligent or, you know, a person of substance, because they themselves come across that way as well. So yeah, that's the kind of person that's thinking about you. Ooh, okay, let's get your next two cards. We have sincerity and we have protection. Okay, yeah, so this vibe, their vibe, it's not an aesthetic, it's not a, you know, facade, it's not a mask that they have on. It's not them pretending to be this way. This is genuinely who they are. They're a very sincere person. So if they give you a compliment, it's going to be very sincere. If they're wanting to have a conversation with you, that's going to come from a very sincere place as well. Okay, like they're not going to say something just to sound intelligent. Like they're not going to take credit for someone else's, you know, intelligence and be like, oh, actually this is what I think about it, or this is my idea. Like they themselves are, you know, they're very sincere. They're someone who, like, they're very honest, they're very truthful, they're very straightforward as well. Maybe to a point where, you know, they don't know how to do small talk, which is why they don't, which is why they prefer to stay silent. Because yeah, like if it's not coming sincerely, like if things are not coming sincerely to them, like if, like the way they're feeling, the way that they're trying to interact with people, if that's not coming naturally to them, then they don't indulge in that, you know. They don't, like, they're not gonna give you a compliment just for the sake of it. So if they are giving you a compliment, please know that it is coming from a very sincere place, group number one. So yeah, this is like a very emotionally mature, I'm getting like, I don't know, like I'm getting very Henry Cavill kind of vibes from them. He's an actor who plays Superman. He's also in The Witcher, on the show Witcher. I mean, I'm sure you guys know who Henry Cavill is. Like that's the vibe I'm getting. Like he ages with fine wine, and I'm saying he because like I'm picking up like a very masculine trait from them, like a very masculine vibe, someone who wears suits, someone who has like a very clean look, you know, someone who smells really good, okay, has big strong hands, big strong arms. Like that's the vibe that I'm getting from them. But this could very well be a woman, but yeah, that's just the vibe that I'm picking up from like this person. Like that's just how they seem like in my head. So yeah, and then we also have protection. So there's this emperor, you know, daddy energy that's also like really coming through, where, you know, they're protective over the people that they love. This is someone who is very protective. They are someone who gets possessive as well. Again, that Scorpio Aries kind of vibe that I was picking up from. But yeah, but this is someone who's protective in a very gentle way. Okay, so like they kind of protect you in like a very innate masculine sense, and not like in a very aggressive way. Okay, I'm not really sure how to explain this. I guess I can give you an example. So like I'm getting that, like, you know, this person is protective in the sense that if you're both walking on the road, they'll probably push you towards the inside and they'll walk towards where the road is or where the traffic is coming from. Okay, so like they'll do small things like that to make sure that you're protected. Okay, so like to show you that they are protective. Like that's like you'll see their protective side in like the small things that they do. Okay, like they're the kind of person, if they feel like there's a girl in the bar who's maybe feeling a little bit uncomfortable, like this person would show up and like just maybe like pretend like they know her, or like, you know, like if there's this person at the bus stop and she's standing all alone, and maybe there's like a group of boys there and they're making her feel uncomfortable, I feel like they will just quietly go and stand next to her. Like they won't speak to her or anything, but they'll stand next to her, and like she'll get this feeling that yes, this person is protecting me and that this person's intentions are pure. Okay, so like they do it in a way that doesn't make you uncomfortable, or like the people that they're protective towards, they don't, this protectiveness doesn't make people uncomfortable or feel like they're being suffocated or they're being like, you know, trapped or like, you know, controlled. That's not that kind of protection. It's just a very like a gentle kind of a protection where you genuinely feel safe in their company. You feel safe, you feel comfortable around them. That's the vibe I'm picking up from them. Oh my god, okay. Group number 1. Let's now get your tarot. I just got my hands on a new tarot deck. This literally just arrived this morning, this tarot deck. It's called the Transient Light Tarot, and I really liked it because first of all the colors were really calling out to me. They're just very natural, neutral tones. I also loved like the back of it, but what I really love about this deck in particular is that it's very gender neutral. I was just trying to find an example, but yeah, I'm not able to right now. But yeah, it's a very gender neutral deck, which I really appreciate because I like to keep my readings very gender neutral as well. So yeah, I mean, let's stop talking about the deck now and let's start with do I want this card? No, I didn't even ask you a question yet, cards. Hold on. Okay, yeah, who is haunted by the thought of group number 1? Who is haunted by the thought of group number 1? Who's thinking about group number 1? Okay, so we have the Apprentice of Wands, and this is what I was talking about. So the Apprentice of Wands is technically the Page of Wands, but then, you know, he's changed the name. The creator of the deck has changed the name. Then we have the Nurturer, which is the Empress. So again, they've like changed the name, made it more gender fluid, more gender neutral, I guess. Then we have the Three of Swords. Okay. We have the Devil. We have the Eight of Wands, and I want just one more card. We have the Three of Wands. All right. Bottom deck energy is the Eight of Coins. Earth sign energy is also something that I'm really picking up on. Taurus, Capricorn. Yeah, mostly Taurus and Capricorn. Not really picking up Virgo vibes from them, but yeah, like Scorpio, Aries, Capricorn, Taurus, that's the vibe that I'm picking up from them. But yeah, take it how it resonates. Like maybe while I was explaining to you the traits of this person, someone came into your mind, and maybe one of these signs is their sign, but if it's not, then, you know, just ignore it. This is a general reading, so take it how it resonates. But yeah, let's get with your tarot. So first up, we have the Apprentice of Wands and the Nurturer. So we have someone who is a learner, someone who's a dreamer, someone who probably has a pretty good imagination, someone who likes to, like, you know, stargaze, but at the same time, like, you know, they're very nurturing. They like luxurious things. They like abundance. So like something that I'm picking up here is that this person, like the vibe that I'm getting is that this person, when they're thinking of you, like, you know, because you're haunting their thoughts, they kind of see you guys glamping. where like you're in the middle of the desert, where you're like in this like luxurious resort in the middle of the desert. You have nice wine, you have a soft comfortable bed, a cozy blanket, there's a fire burning. Okay, you have like really expensive chocolates, maybe you have like strawberry covered chocolates, and you guys are cuddling together in bed while you're stargazing. Okay, like that's the kind of vibe I'm picking up from them. Like that's something, like when they are thinking about you, like that's one of the things that they want to do, you know. They want to like spoil you, take care of you, nurture you, but also like have fun with you. Okay, be adventurous with you. That's the vibe that I'm picking up from here, because this is someone who, like I said, is a bit of a risk taker. They do enjoy adventure to some level, but you know, they also like comfort. They like providing, they like taking care of people, they like protecting people, they like being the provider, they like being the nurturer, they like being the one who is taking care of you. Okay, so it's like they see you as this like precious pearl that must be protected, that must be taken care of. They see you as like this fragile kind of a person, not in like not in like a inferior way. Like this is not coming from a place where they feel like you're inferior to them or they're superior to you. No, I think it's just like this innate need for them, where they just want to take care of you, you know. They want to provide for you. They want you to, they kind of want to treat you like an empress, like a queen, like a goddess. Yeah, that's the vibe that I'm picking up from them. Yeah, then we have the Three of Swords and we have the Devil. Okay, so what I can see is that this person is wanting to help you heal. Maybe they know that you have been through, you know, heartbreak in the past, and they kind of want to prove to you that they are different. They kind of want to help you believe in people more and trust in people again, trust in maybe the opposite sex again. This is also someone who's wanting to show you a nice time. So like, you know, maybe like they really want to please you in bed. That's also like a vibe that I'm picking up from them. But yeah, this is the kind of person who feels like when they think of you, they kind of feel like both of you could be end game. Like you both would be perfect together. You both, I mean, this person is definitely thinking of you in like a romantic, sexual way, but it's not like a lusty way. It's not like a short-term lusty way. It's like, you know, they see you in their life forever. They see like a solid connection building here. They already feel like there's a lot of chemistry between you guys. There's a lot of attraction between you guys. But I think like what they're wanting is for like you both to come together and like, you know, let go of your inhibitions and just, you know, nurture this connection, nurture each other. Okay, it's kind of like forget the past and just like start a new future with me. Forget the past and like, you know, let's start on a clean slate. Let's only think about the future together, which is going to be great. Like you're not gonna hurt me and I'm not gonna hurt you. We're gonna take care of each other. We're gonna love each other. We're gonna respect each other. They're ready for something long term. They're ready for something serious, this person for sure, and they feel like they can give that kind of stability and comfort and also abundance to you, but they also see that you can give these things to them as well. I feel like they see you guys as like the perfect couple that has a lot in common, that's just very meant to be, just makes sense on paper, makes sense in the real world. Like that's the vibe this person is giving me. Like they definitely see you as like wife material or like husband material, or like, you know, someone who they'd like to get married to, have children with. They definitely see you as someone who is going to be in their life for a very long period of time. They see this as like a long lasting, like a really good connection, a strong connection, a very strong bond. They kind of see you guys as like a power couple as well. Like that's also something that I'm picking up here on. Next up, but we have the 8 of Wands and the 3 of Wands. So like, yes, they definitely see you as like a blessing. They kind of see you as someone who's gonna come into their life and everything is going to make sense and everything is going to fall into place. They kind of have like a very idealistic view of you and what your relationship together is going to be like, to be very honest with you, group number 1. This person definitely has high standards, they have high expectations, but they somehow feel like you will be able to live up to those standards and live up to those expectations. And that's probably why they're constantly thinking about you. Like, I feel like this is someone who definitely sees you as a blessing. They definitely feel like, you know, they want to make a move towards you really, really quick because they see like a big picture with you, because they see you being like their dream girl or their dream guy, and like they see you guys building on a future together that's going to be really good, that's going to be very ideal, basically. I also feel like this is not how this person normally feels about other people, which is why it's very shocking to them that they feel this way about you. Maybe they have a few inhibitions, maybe that's why they haven't approached you yet. Maybe like this is like a secret admirer, maybe, where maybe you know this person and you've always had a feeling that this is how they feel about you, but they've never really made their intentions known, or they've never really expressed themselves. And that's maybe because they feel like you're too good to be true. Maybe they're thinking that, you know, like they almost feel like maybe you've like put a spell on them, and like, you know, that they're not being rational, that they're not thinking with their mind. It almost feels like they're thinking from their heart. And that's a little bit scary to them, because they feel like they've never felt this way about anyone before. Like they've never had such deep feelings about someone like this before. So this might be scaring them a little bit, which is why they haven't approached you yet, or which is why maybe they're a secret admirer, or which is why maybe they haven't even entered your life yet. That's also a vibe that I'm picking up on. But then they are thinking of you, they are noticing you, they're watching you. Yeah, and like I have a feeling like they know a lot more about you than you know about them. That's a vibe that I'm picking up. I don't know whether that's because they follow you on social media, maybe you have like an open profile or something, or maybe they know people around them who also know you, who talk about you a lot. Maybe there's like ways in which they can get information about you, or maybe like, you know, you guys go to the same place, so they watch you a lot in like a non-creepy way. But yeah, there is like a very deep, intense feeling here towards you, group number 1. Like this person has very intense, deep emotions and feelings towards you that they're a little bit scared of expressing to you, but they definitely want to do that. And I feel like they will do that very quickly and suddenly when you least expect it. They literally come out of the blue and be like, hey, you know, let's go out on a date. Like you would not be expecting it, and they'll just like ask you out, or you will not be expecting it, they'll just come and sit next to you and start talking to you or something like that. It's gonna be very unexpected when this person approaches you, or when they express this towards you, their feelings towards you. That might be very like, you know, like it might come off as a surprise to you. That's also something that I'm picking up on. But yeah, this person has like deep feelings for you in like a romantic and sensual, sexual way. Group number 1. So yeah, that's the person who whose thoughts you're haunting. Let me know in the comments if this is someone you know, if this is someone that you'd like to claim. Let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this reading, please don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. And if you like my readings and if you'd like to watch more readings from me, then please consider subscribing to my channel. It's free of cost and it helps me grow as a creator here on YouTube. And I'll see you all in my next one. Bye guys. Hi group 2, welcome to your reading. You guys chose the lapis lazuli heart crystal. Okay, so let's find out whose thoughts you are haunting. As always, I have all of your oracle cards pre-shuffled right here. I will also be bringing in the tarot for you in a while, but let's get started off with these cards first. You got an extra card here, group number 2. The other 2 groups got only 2 cards, but 3 cards wanted to come out for you. So let's see what these cards are. So we have summer, we have fortitude, and we have family. Okay, so immediately something that I'm getting from this person, and these cards, basically the oracle cards that I'm pulling out, they will tell me what kind of person this is. So I'll try to describe this person so you know who this person is, and then we'll be finding out with tarot, you know, what they're thinking of you and how they feel about you and stuff like that. But immediately from these 3 cards, something that I can see is that maybe this is a family friend, maybe this is someone who feels like family, maybe this is someone who you have met through your family, maybe this is someone who considers you their family. Something about family is there. Like, for most of you, I'm picking up on this vibe that maybe you guys meet them only when either your family is around or their family is around, or families are around, or like maybe this is someone who you would meet only in the summer when you would go on a family vacation. Like, you would go to meet your family and then they would be there. Like, that's a vibe that I'm picking up from. So like, maybe they're from the city or the state or the town or the country or the continent where your family lives. Maybe that's who this person is. But with family, I can also feel like this is someone who is very family oriented. Family is very important to them. So this is probably someone who gets along with their family really well. This is someone who loves their family, who has like a very close bond with their family members. This is also probably someone who like holds their family in a very high regard. So like, if their family, like they share their problems, their happiness, their thoughts with their family members. So like, if they introduce you to their family and their family doesn't like you, then they will, you know, take that into consideration. Like, that's the kind of person this is. Not to say that this person's family doesn't like you. That's not what I'm saying. That's not something that I'm picking up from here. But yeah, that is something that I am seeing. Like, this is someone who feels like their family is very important to them, and like, yeah, like they would keep their family's opinion and their values and principles into consideration when they are just like out there living their life, basically. Okay, so that's something that I'm seeing here. With summer and fortitude, something that I can see is that maybe this person seems like a very happy-go-lucky, jolly, fun-loving, adventurous, almost childlike person, but they are very strong. You know, when push comes to shove, when they have to show up, when they have to stand up, they're very strong, they're very determined. They're someone who can stand up for themselves and the people that they love. It's like their energy could be very light and bright, but there is substance there. Okay, so like, maybe on the surface they seem very fun loving, like this is someone who gets along with the kids, maybe this is someone who is a bit of a prankster, but you know, when you sit down and you have serious conversations with them, they'll show you how mature they are. Yeah, so that's the vibe that I'm picking up from them. Let's get your other two cards. We have appreciation and we have aspiration. Ooh, maybe their name begins with the letter A. That's just something very random that I'm picking up on. So yeah, maybe that's a possibility. But what I can see is that this person probably has like big goals, big dreams. This is someone who wants to do a lot, achieve a lot. This could be the kind of person who's like really good at many things. Maybe they have many talents. Maybe they're like in a field that requires them to like study a lot or work a lot in order to be considered an expert. Okay, so maybe they're like a doctor, maybe they're a psychologist is something that I'm hearing. But yeah, this person, irrespective of what their profession is, definitely has big dreams, big goals. Okay, they're the kind of person who has their head in the cloud, and like it may seem like their goals and their dreams are unrealistic, but they actually have it in them to reach these goals. Okay, they actually do have the willpower, the strength, the driving force, the passion that is needed to go after one's dreams and achieve it. Okay, so they might seem like someone who's just out here trying to have a good time and like their dreams are too unrealistic, but you know that they are very much capable of making their dreams come to fruition. Okay, with appreciation, what I can see is that this person is probably someone who appreciates the small little things in life. This is a very low maintenance kind of a person, you know. They're very happy with like a McDonald's date. This is someone who's very happy just chilling with you and like speaking with you and talking to you, just having a good time, walking around like a body of water or something like that. Itself they would consider a date. Okay, so like they don't expect too much, they don't need too much to be happy, basically. Okay, they appreciate the small things, and if you do big things for them, that is also definitely not going to go unappreciated by them. But they appreciate even the smallest, tiniest things in people that most people would probably like not even notice. Okay, so that's what I'm picking up on here. Like they're a very simple, sweet boy next door, girl next door kind of a vibe. That's what I'm picking up from these cards. But let's get your tarot now. Let's find out what they're thinking about you. Okay, so when they're thinking about you, when they're haunted by the thought of you, what exactly are they thinking about? Let's find out. I'm going to be shuffling the Transient Light Tarot. I just got my hands on this literally this morning, and I'm super excited to use this deck because yeah, this is a deck that I've had on my wish list for a very long time, and it took like 2 weeks to get to me. But yeah, I just absolutely fell in love with like the color, like the color way, the color scheme, like the color palette in this deck. I also like loved the back, and what I absolutely loved, like my most favorite thing about this deck, is that it is very gender neutral, and that's how most of my readings are. They're very gender neutral. So yeah, that's something that I really appreciate. Like I don't have a deck like this in my collection, so I'm very excited to be using this deck to find out. I didn't ask you a question yet. This is a bit of an eager deck, so like cards just like pop out. This happened even with group 1's reading. Let me ask the question first, deck, and then you can give me the cards that I need. Yeah, let's find out for group number 2. This person that is haunted by their thoughts, what are they thinking? How do they feel about group number 2? Okay, when they're thinking of group number 2, how do they feel? What do they think about? Let's find out. Okay, so we have the Wheel. We have the Ten of Swords. We have the Fool. We have the Star. So many major arcanas for you guys. Okay. We have Death, another major arcana, and I just need one more card, please. We have the Proclaimer. Okay, lots and lots of major arcanas for you. The bottom deck energy is the Seven of Wands. Mm. I feel like group number 2, this is someone who really has to prove their worth to the world. This is someone who probably struggles a lot with people believing in them. Because they have big dreams, I feel like people don't take them seriously. And also because they have this like very light attitude. Yeah, maybe people don't think that they're very serious about their future. People don't take this person very seriously or their aspirations very seriously. But I think one of the reasons why they think about you and like why you're haunting their thoughts is because they feel like you are someone who gets them. You are someone who understands them. You are someone who believes in them. You are someone who can support them, or like, it's kind of like, as long as you have my back, I can fight the whole world. Okay, it's like, that's the kind of energy that I'm picking up on. Like, as long as I have your support, I don't care who else supports me. As long as it's kind of like your support, your belief in them is their biggest strength. Yeah, and that's why they're constantly thinking of you. It almost feels like they feel like you will never let their light die. You will never want them to dim their light. Just like how other people have probably told them to be more realistic, like you would never say those things to them. You would support them and stand by them 100% through whatever comes their way, basically. And that's one of the reasons why they are constantly thinking about you, group number 2. With the wheel, which is the Wheel of Fortune, and the Ten of Swords, what I can see is that this person feels like you are someone who will never give up on them. You are never someone who's going to stop believing in them, or you will, like, when the whole world tells them to, like, you know, be more realistic, you're the one pushing them or encouraging them to take a chance on their dream. And that's very refreshing to them. It's kind of like when they hit rock bottom, you're the person who's like extending a hand of support, like, here, hold my hand, I'll help you out. Okay, like, the image that I'm seeing is that there's a person that's like fallen into a well, and there are people around them, like on the outside, that are looking down into the well, but they're just looking at this person. They're not trying to help this person. And then you come along and you actually help them out. Like, you extend your arm to them and be like, hey, grab my hand, I'll pull you out. And like, that's something, I guess, which is why we have the appreciation card. Like, they really appreciate even the smallest level of support. Like, the fact that they told you that they want to be I don't know, like, let's say they tell you that they want to be a hand model, and instead of you laughing at their face like how other people do, maybe you were like, oh wow, that's interesting, that's an interesting profession. So like, what got you interested? How do you expect to be getting into that field? How are you gonna, what are you doing to make that dream a reality? Like, you ask them questions, you show interest in their interests. Basically, you kind of show them support, you kind of show them interest instead of laughing at them or telling them that that's weird. And that is something that they really appreciate, because that's like small little things that stand out about you that they probably haven't received or seen in other people. Okay, so like, that's something that I'm getting here. Like, it's almost like, I also have a feeling like when they're thinking of you, they're thinking of you as their good luck charm. Like, you're gonna come into their life and like, their life will get on track, or that choosing you to be their partner, or like choosing you to be by their side, like by choosing you to be a friend or whatever, this person feels like their life will change. Their life will change, basically, big time. Yeah, and like, things will start falling into place. Like good luck will be attract, like they'll be able to attract good luck. They see you as like good luck charm. That's something that I'm picking up on. With the Fool and the Star, what I can see is that they definitely feel like you're someone who would never call them a fool. You're someone who would never say to them that, you know, you're being very naive, you're being very childish, or you need to be more realistic. Like that's something that you would never tell them. Okay, they feel like it almost feels like they're looking at you through rose tinted glasses, because you are like a breath of fresh air to them. In a world that's constantly telling them to be more realistic or telling them to be a certain way, you are, you know, accepting them for who they are, and you like them for who they are. And that is something that they really love about you, and that is something that when they think of you, like, you know, your kindness, how sweet, how nice you are, that's something that they're thinking about, and that in itself is kind of making them look at you through rose tinted glasses. Like they're kind of putting you on a pedestal, group number 2. Like I definitely feel like they see you as their muse, as their lady luck, or as their, like, you know, inspiration almost. Yeah, it almost feels like they really like that you could be their fan, like you could be a fan of their work or whatever, but because how you are with them, they're a fan of you. You know what I mean? It's like, suppose they're a writer, and you know, they write something and you read their work and you just be like, oh my god, I'm a huge fan. But then the way that you interpret their work kind of makes them your fan. Okay, because maybe like you give them like a new perspective on things, maybe they just love the passion with which you talk about these things, or maybe they feel like they connect with you because you get them, you understand them, and you're appreciative of them. You're on the same page. Like that's also something that I'm picking up on. Like that's something that they really appreciate, and like that's something they're constantly thinking about. When they're thinking of you, they're like, oh my god, this person and I were so in sync with, we think the same way, we're practically the same person. So like it could almost feel like this person thinks that you are the male or the female version of them. Yeah, so like when they're thinking of you, that's how they think of you. Next up, we have Death and the Proclaimer. So the Proclaimer is the Hierophant. So here again, I feel like this is someone who probably sees you as someone who they can come to for advice, because they feel like you are not going to give them like the advice to be more real. Like you're not gonna give them conventional advice. You will actually give them advice based on, you know, the thing that they're asking you. Like you'll give them good advice, you'll give them sound advice. You will not tell them what they want to hear. You will genuinely help them out. Okay, so like you won't tell them something just for the sake of it. Like if they're asking for validation, you won't just like validate them for the sake of it, but at the same time you also won't tell them to be, you know, more conformative, I guess. Like that's not something that you would do. You would genuinely give your own opinion, and that's what they want. They want your opinion, because they definitely feel like you are someone who can change their life. You are someone who can make them a better person. You are someone who like they feel like their life would be renewed, their energy would be renewed. It's almost like, you know, the whole world brings them down and like drains them of their energy, and like just sucks the energy out of them, sucks the passion and the creativity out of them. But when they meet you, they feel replenished. Yeah, it's almost like you feel like home. Like every time they meet you, they're born again. Every time they speak to you, they're born again. That kind of a feeling is how they feel, and like that's how they think about you when they are haunted by your thought, group number 2. Yeah. They definitely feel like you can change their life for the better. They want to change themselves. They want to be a better person because of you. Like, that's a vibe that I'm picking up on here as well. With, of course, the Proclaimer, there's always this feeling of, like, you know, partnership, community, also marriage in some cases. So maybe this person would want to make you like a business partner or a life partner. That's also something that I'm picking up on. But yeah, this person holds you in very high regard. They think very highly of you. They feel like you get them. They feel like you guys would be really good together. They definitely see like a very good friend, a very good companion, a true, honest, genuine connection here is what they see. They definitely think that you're like a gem of a person. You're someone who, you know, you're not fake, you're very authentic, and they love your realness and your authenticness because you love their realness and authenticness. That's the vibe that I'm getting here from them. Yeah. So I think I'm gonna end your reading right here, group number 2. I think I'll end your reading on this note. Let me know in the comments what you thought about this reading. Is this someone that sounds like someone who's already in your life, or would you like to claim this person? Let me know in the comments. Give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to my channel for more readings from me if you liked this reading and would like to watch more readings from me. It's free of cost subscribing to my channel, and it helps me grow as a creator here on YouTube. And I will see you all in my next one. Bye guys. Hi group 3, welcome to your reading. You guys chose the rose quartz heart crystal, so let's find out whose thoughts you are haunting. As always, I have all of your oracle cards pre-shuffled right here. I will also be bringing in the tarot for you in a while, but let's get started with these cards first. So first up we have courage, and then we have relaxation. Okay, these cards, your oracle cards, are going to tell me like describe this person to me, just so you know whether this is someone you have already met, whether you already know this person. Yeah, so I'm just gonna be describing this person basically. Now then we have persistence and we have happiness. Okay, immediately something that I can pick up for you guys, group number 3, is that this person who's constantly thinking about you and who is haunted by your thought is someone who's very balanced. They have a really good work-life balance. They know when to put in the work. They know when to go after their goals. They know when to be persistent and stick to what it is that they want and go after what they want with courage. And they know when to take a step back and rest and relax and, you know, enjoy how far they have come, celebrate how far they have come. Okay, so yeah, spend time with family even. Okay, so there's like a good balance here between their work and their life, between how much they work and how much they play basically. Yeah, so that's something that I'm picking up on for you guys immediately. I think this is someone who's a very like a black and white person. Okay, there's no gray area with this person. Like this person like will either say yes or no. They won't say maybe. Okay, like this is someone who I think puts in a lot of thought and a lot of energy into everything that they do, whether it's work, whether it's you know, committing to a relationship, whether it's committing to some plans, whether it's shopping. I don't think this is like an impulsive shopper at all. I feel like the vibe that I'm picking up from this person is that they make pros and cons lists. Okay, like they're a list person. Yeah, if it's something very tiny as well, they will make a pro and cons list. They will not jump into things head first without analyzing the whole situation, without taking advice, without really getting all the information that they need. They will not take any action impulsively. Okay, that's the kind of person this is. But once they take action, once they know what they want, then they'll go after it like relentlessly, okay, to a point where they're like borderline stubborn and determined. Okay, I'm getting like major Capricorn vibes from them. They might not be a Capricorn, like it's just like something that I'm picking up on, like that's the energy that I'm picking up on. Yeah, but like when this person relaxes, they really know how to like let go and chill. Like they if they know something is gonna give them happiness, then they're not going to think about whether, like, you know, like once they have logged off work, their work is done, okay, and then they're just spending time with their family, then they're just spending time with you. It's almost like if you talk to them, they will give you their undivided attention. If they're at work, then they'll give their work their undivided attention. So if you constantly call them or text them at work, they might get pissed off, okay. And the same time, when they're hanging out with you and someone from work keeps calling them, they'll, like, you know, they'll get pissed off and they'll be like, listen, it's my day off, I'm not at work, I'm gonna think about it. When I think about it, when I get to work, we'll resolve this. Don't keep calling me right now, I'm not gonna be thinking about it right now. Like that's the kind of person this is. But they really know how to like let loose and have fun, okay. Like they are a go-getter, but they know how to also, like, you know, chill and relax and enjoy life basically, okay. So like if there's something that's giving them happiness, then they'll go after it. They're not going to think about how much money they're spending on how much time it's going to take for that to happen. Like, for example, if like buying cars is something that this person enjoys, then, you know, like to reward their hard work, they will get themselves a car, and then they will get themselves the best car that's out there, okay. They will not compromise on that. That's the kind of vibe that I'm picking up from them. Yeah. So yeah, very like it's very clear what they want. Like this is someone who's very straightforward. They're very clear. Like there's clarity in their thought, there's clarity in their action. This could also be someone who's very well organized, okay. Like their life might be organized, their home might be organized, maybe even their phone is very organized. Like all the money apps are together, all the entertainment apps are together, all the social media apps are together. Maybe like that's the kind of person this is. But they are chill, like they're not uptight or anything, okay. Like they're a chill person. Like they know when to rest and relax and have fun and let go. It's not like their next level OCD or anything like that, okay. Yeah, but I definitely feel like there are like two sides to them. There's like a strict, disciplined, you know, serious type, like, you know, side to them, but there's also like a fun loving, chill, relaxed kind of side to them. Something that I'm picking up on is that, you know, like if this person is hanging out with their family, like suppose they're hanging out with you in like a mall, and then like they run into a colleague, that colleague would probably be really surprised to see this person outside of work, or to see this person smiling, or maybe like wearing jeans and a top, or like wearing something casual, or like, you know, just like seeming more relaxed. Like that might come off as a surprise to them. And like if you are always used to seeing them in like a very casual way, you might find it very surprising to see the kind of person they are when they work, okay. Like maybe you'll see like a different side to them. Like you'll feel like office them and friend them is a different person. That is the vibe that I'm picking up from them. Yeah, but this is a person whose thoughts you are haunting, and yeah, it really must be difficult for them to shake that off, considering they don't like being disturbed. So yeah, this person must be, I don't know, like I'm feeling like this person is smitten by you, but then this person is also like, oh, can this person just like, can my brain just stop thinking about this person? Can I just like do my work, please? Like, please get out of my head, kind of a person. But it's very cute. Like, I'm getting a very cute vibe from them. I'm picking up like a giggly schoolgirl energy. Like that's how I'm feeling. So maybe that's how they are feeling as well, or maybe that's how you feel when you're with them. Like you just feel like a giggly schoolgirl, like you have a crush and like it almost feels like you're 13 years old. Yeah, that's something that I'm picking up on. But yes, let's shuffle your tarot. I'll be live shuffling the Transient Light Tarot. This is a tarot that I just got my hands on today. I absolutely love the artwork on this. It's just very neutral and just, yeah, I'm absolutely loving this tarot deck. Even though I just received it this morning, I've already done like 2 readings with it already, plus like this, like I'm filming this video as well. So yeah, I've done quite a lot of readings with it already, and so far I'm really enjoying it. It's a very gender neutral tarot deck, so I don't have anything like this in my collection, which is also why I absolutely love it. And yeah, you know, I mean, if you're a regular viewer, then you probably know that I don't like my readings are usually not gender specific. Yeah, I read with energy. I don't really read based on gender. So yeah, I'm really enjoying this tarot deck. The back of it is also so gorgeous. Like I love it. Like this, I think would be such a brilliant wallpaper, like a phone wallpaper or something. But yeah, I'm gonna live shuffle this tarot deck now to find out what this person is thinking about you when they're haunted by your thoughts. Okay, how do they see you? What are they thinking about you? How do they feel when they're thinking about you, and all of that good stuff. Okay, so we have the Chariot, we have the Lovers. Ooh, okay. We have Temperance, we have 4 of Wands, right? Okay, we want both of these cards. We have the Champion of Coins, which is, I think, the Knight of Coins in regular tarot. And then we have the 5 of Coins as well. Ooh, okay. Bottom deck energy is the 4 of Coins. It almost feels like they want all of your time and all of your energy to them. Like they're very selfish when it comes to you. Like they want you to spend all of your time with them. They want you to, you know, only be their friend or only be their partner, or like they almost want to like save you from the world. And not because they're embarrassed about you or embarrassed to be seen with you or anything like that. Group number 3, don't get me wrong, it's just a very cute, like, you know, I want you all to myself kind of an energy that I'm picking up on. Yeah, like yeah, like when they see you talking to other people, they maybe get jealous and they're like, no, but you're my friend, why are you talking to that person? Or like, you know, if you're like if they see that there's like a person at like a club or at a party who's trying to hit on you, I feel like they'll show up and they'll try to, like, you know, show that person or let it be known that you are theirs. Okay, like that's the kind of energy that I'm picking up on. Very like possessive but in a cute way kind of an energy is what I'm picking up on. Okay, but I definitely feel like this person, first of all, definitely sees you as like a romantic partner. Okay, they see you as a love interest. They see you as someone who they can date. They see you as someone they would maybe want to marry if things go well. They definitely feel like you guys are soulmates. They feel like you guys are like a yin and yang energy, kind of like you get along with each other really well, like you're perfect for each other, you're soulmates, you're twin flames even. Maybe that's how they feel about you as well. And this is something that I've picked up on all 3 groups. Like you're all like haunting the thoughts of people who want something to do with you romantically. But yeah, I mean, take it how it resonates. If that's something that you don't want at the moment, it's not really something that you can do anything about, because I'm picking up on their energy, okay? Like, this is how they feel. You don't necessarily have to feel the same way they feel, but yeah, this is just how they feel. They definitely see that they definitely feel like you are a destined partner. They definitely see you as a soulmate, as someone who was meant to come into their life. Like, they feel like you're part of their destiny. They almost feel like, you know, there was something, or there is something very oh god, I have to say this word, serendipitous about your meeting or about your connection. Like, there's a level of serendipity. Is that the word, serendipity? You know what I mean, right? Like, yeah, you know the word that I'm trying to say. But yeah, basically that's how they feel. Like you would have met each other somehow, or you would have met each other in some way, shape or form. Like, it was meant to happen, because you are part of each other's lives, you are part of each other's destinies. Like, that's what I'm picking up on. Like, that's how they feel about you. Yeah, they almost feel like yeah, like you guys were destined to meet. Yeah, like you guys complete each other, okay? You're like yin and yang energy. I'm like picking up yin and yang energy in like so many cards here. They definitely feel like you are soulmates. You're gonna be good partners to each other, because even if you're different from each other, you're very perfectly in sync with each other. Like, even your differences are things that you can bond over, or that make you stronger as a couple, or make you stronger as a, like, you know, as a group, okay? It's not something that's going to cause any discord in your relationship. Your differences will only make your bond stronger. It's not gonna bring any problems into your life. Your differences will not make you fight or grow apart. Your differences will make you come together, fall together perfectly, like pieces of a puzzle almost. Yeah, that's how they feel about you. I definitely do feel like they think that you are kind of like a wish come true. Maybe they've always wanted to meet someone like you. Maybe you're very similar to them, or maybe you're someone who's very different and they never thought that they would end up with someone like you, but you guys make so much sense together that it almost feels like they wished for you, and you have been like a wish come true to them, okay? That's how they feel. Yeah, like they are being blessed, or like they are being rewarded, or like, you know, someone up there is very happy with them because they have gotten you into their life. Like, that's how they feel. Yeah, this person could be a little bit of a hopeless romantic. That is also something that I'm picking up on. Like, this is someone who could be into poetry. Like, this is someone who could randomly start singing a song to you, or like, you know, they would start like dancing with you, or like spinning you around or something like that. Like, yeah, that's the energy that I'm picking up on, like from them. Like, that's how they see you. They kind of see you guys as like this movie couple, or like this, you know, like a couple in a book, like in a romantic comedy, or like a rom-com kind of a movie. Yeah, like that's the vibe that I'm picking up on here. Yeah, they feel like you guys are perfect together. They definitely feel like there is a lot of potential here, not just in you as an individual. They also see potential in your connection together. Yeah, I definitely feel like, again with the pearls, I just feel like this person would be really, really sad if they lost you. They see you as someone so precious. They see you as someone who they value so much that they would never want to lose you. Yeah. And they're kind of almost scared of losing you. They're kind of scared that you're gonna get up one day and be like, you know what, I don't want to be with you anymore, or I'm not your friend anymore, or like this connection is probably not gonna last anymore, or it won't have that spark anymore. Maybe because it feels too good to be true. You feel too good to be true. This connection feels too good to be true. That's something that I'm picking up on. Yeah. This person, even though they love you a lot, and like like there is a fear here. Maybe they fear that you are out of their league. I mean, that's not really something that I'm picking up on from here. Maybe what this feeling is that maybe they think that you will find someone better because you're capable of something better. Okay, like sometimes maybe their insecurity creeps in and they're like, you know, like we're good together and like we seem like equals, we seem like we would be good partners, but what if something better comes along for this person and they leave me for someone better or something better, because this person is capable of, you know, getting better, of like leveling up. But for me, I think this is my person. So I definitely feel like there's a little bit of a fear there of losing you, or of not being good enough for you all of a sudden someday. But I think that's something that they kind of suppress and they're not really vocal about that. Or maybe they are, but then, you know, I feel like you guys would probably have like a very good day, a very good time, and then they will get vulnerable with you and be like, you know, I mean, like, you love me, right? Like that's the vibe that I'm getting from them. Like, you guys go on a date, you have a lot of fun, and then when you come back home, they're like, but listen, you love me, right? And you're just like, dude, I just spent my whole day with you, I had so much fun with you, I've been laughing, I've been, you know, enjoying myself, and of course I love you. Like, why are you even doubting this? It's like that meme, you know, like when what's that meme, like they're married, like a couple is married, and then like the girl turns around and she's like, you love me, right? And then the guy is like, yeah, I married you. And then she's like, no, but like, in what way do you love me? Like, you know, it's still not clear. Like, even though you married me, it's still not clear how much you love me or in what way you love me. Okay, so like that's the kind of energy that I'm picking up on. Like, I feel like this is someone who needs constant reassurance. So maybe this is like a words of affirmation person. So if you know who this is, if you're already with them, then, you know, like, text them right now, let them know that you love them. But I feel like if this is someone who's gonna come into your life in the future, or like whenever this person asks you these questions, please don't get angry with them. Just like, you know, give them the validation that they need, give them the you know, the affirmation that they need. Okay, yeah, just like go with it and just be like, of course I love you. Or like, you know, even before they ask you, just like constantly keep telling them, or like, you know, tell them as often as you can that you love them. Yeah, so that's something that I'm picking up on here. Group number 3, this is just a very cute energy, very cute, very sweet energy. I'm picking up very, like, you know, best friends who turned into lovers kind of a vibe here. It almost feels like you're in a relationship, like your husband and wife, your boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever, you're partners, but you're also best friends at the same time. That's what I'm picking up on here. So that's a beautiful connection. I feel like those type of connections are rare, and those type of connections have the most promise and the most potential, and they're so beautiful. So yeah, congratulations on a connection like that, whether this is already something that exists in your life or whether this is something that's gonna come in the future. But yeah, I think I'm gonna end your reading on that note, group number 3. Let me know in the comments if you already know this person, or like claim this person if you'd like them to come into your life super soon. And yeah, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. If you liked my reading, if you liked my style of reading, and you'd like to watch more readings from me, then please consider subscribing to my channel. It's free of cost and it helps me grow here as a creator on YouTube. And I will see you all in my next one. Bye guys.